News 5 forecast first from the First Alert Storm Team, sponsored by Hyundai.
Well, our radar is mostly dry right now. We're just seeing some scattered showers here and there, but we are watching a line of thunderstorms that is moving in from our west ahead of our next cold front. So we could see some showers and isolated thunderstorms overnight tonight, but all of that should move out on Monday, bringing in cooler and drier air. We'll talk about all those details coming up. News 5 starts right now.
Now on WKRG News 5.
The Gus bus has ran out of gas. What happens now as Auburn University parts with Malzahn? Plus, COVID-19 vaccines are en route.
I don't want to go back into quarantine again, so whatever we can do.
How residents are reacting ahead of local vaccinations this week. Then, a local Christmas party takes a deadly turn. What we know about the shooting that killed one and left several injured early this morning.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 10.
Good evening. I'm Amber Grigley. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin with today's big news in sports. Auburn University has officially parted ways with head football coach Gus Malzahn. Now, the decision came this afternoon as Auburn's season hasn't been one of flying colors. Robbie Baker is joining us now in the studio to break it all down. Robbie, some incredible news on a Sunday we were all not expecting.
Yeah, and it's going to be an expensive decision for Auburn, Amber. I would like to find a job that pays me more than $20 million when I'm fired. Maybe I could renegotiate here. Being an SEC football coach is not a bad gig. As it turns out, the Tigers' win over Mississippi State in Starkville last night proved to be the last time Gus Malzahn would coach the Auburn Tigers. Now, firing Gus Malzahn is a move that the fan base seems happy with. I will say it's been interesting to see some of the former players, how they have responded. Running back Kerryon Johnson took to Twitter to voice his displeasure with the move. I talked with linebacker Deshaun Davis today. He told me he understands why the move was made, but he will forever be grateful for the opportunity Gus provided him at Auburn. Fans we talked to this afternoon, though, they say they are ready for the future.
It's time to go. I hate it. You know, Roll Tide. Wish that he was going to be there, but you know, it's time to make a change over there. Urban Meyer, maybe you'll be coming to Auburn football.
Actually, truthfully, I think he needed to. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Just, I don't care anymore. Gus Malzahn, man. It is what it is.
I don't like to comment on. I coached college football for like 35 years, so it's harder when anybody gets fired because the whole staff gets fired.
Well, it's not surprising. I mean, they've had a pretty awful season. And in SEC football, you know, it's what have you done for me lately?
I don't think they should have kept him. He obviously wasn't doing much of good because they lost a lot.
I am shocked it took him this long to get rid of him. I mean, to say he wasn't a good coach would be an understatement, you know. But the job he did was just, best second tier. It wasn't on the standard it should be.
War Eagle. Now we'll break this all down in much more detail coming up on Sports Overtime. We'll start to look at what's next. Hugh Freeze, Mario Cristobal, Billy Napier are names that are already floating around that may be considered to replace Gus on the Plains, Amber.
Wow, Robbie. Well, I can't wait to hear it all on Sports Overtime. Well, we told you about Auburn's new coaching vacancy on the WKRG News 5 app. Get alerts like this one on your phone. Download our app for free on Google Play and the App Store. Today, the first trucks carrying Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine left warehouses in Michigan and Wisconsin and are headed to all 50 states. Now, this comes after the FDA approved the emergency use of the vaccine starting this week. Megan Mackey asked people in downtown Mobile if they'll be getting the vaccine, and she joins us now live in Mobile at the Mobile Infirmary with their reaction. Megan, how many doses does the hospital say they'll be getting?
Well, Amber, Mobile Infirmary tells us they'll be getting 5,000 initial doses of that Pfizer vaccine, and people we spoke with in downtown Mobile had mixed reactions on if they're going to get the vaccine, but all of them say they just don't want to have to go back into another quarantine. The sound of planes touching down on the tarmac. A hopeful sign for millions of Americans as Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccines started being flown and driven across the United States on Sunday morning.
I'm a pro-vaccinator, so I don't want to go back into quarantine again, so whatever we can do.
Pfizer expected to deliver 2.9 million doses of the vaccine this week. The state of Alabama receiving about 40,000 of those initial doses. While healthcare professionals and frontline workers will be the first to get it, some Mobilians say when it's their turn, they won't be getting in line.
Do you think you'll be getting one when it's available?
Probably not.
Why so?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to try to stay away from anybody that's got it, but I'm not going to be involved in any kind of trial for COVID-19.
I don't trust the government. Is what it is, raw.
Well, I mean, I don't either, but also, like, if it goes through testing, and I mean, well, I take the flu vaccine too, so.
I don't take it either. Not gonna.
We all can agree to disagree.
Widespread vaccine availability for most Americans will likely occur in late spring or early summer, though people in more remote locations might have to wait longer.
We're hoping it comes around as soon as possible.
We just retired, so this is our first year.
This is our first stop.
Yeah.
So we would like to really contribute to keep moving on.
Another vaccine by Moderna will be reviewed by an expert panel this week and soon afterward could be approved for public use.
I don't know if I'm going to rush right out because I know limited supply, but you know, why not? I certainly would, if anything I can do to help prevent and keep from spreading, I would.
As far as when the first Pfizer vaccines will be distributed here in Mobile, Mobile Infirmary tells us they'll start distributing them on Wednesday morning. Reporting live at Mobile Infirmary, I'm Megan Mackey for WKRG News 5.
All right, thanks, Megan, for that update. A crime alert now. A Christmas party ended in one dead and two others shot in Pritchard overnight. It happened near Rosedale Avenue. Now, that's not too far from the St. Stephen's Road and I-65 intersection. It happened around 5:30 this morning. Officers say there is no clear motive as of right now. Pritchard police identified Jaheim O'Neill Pugh as the person fatally shot. And this man you see on your screen, James Lee James Jr., is a person of interest and is wanted for questioning. If you know his whereabouts, please contact Pritchard police. And in Northwest Florida, 20-year-old Keehan Dwayne Irby was booked into jail yesterday afternoon, and the Pensacola man is charged with homicide. He is being held without bond on a number of charges, and this is notably his fifth time being booked into Escambia County Jail as an adult since 2017. Additional information on his arrest has not been released. In Mississippi, members of the Greene County Sheriff's Office are investigating a deadly ATV accident. It happened late Friday night in Leakesville, Mississippi. According to the Sheriff's Office, the incident is still under investigation. Details on what happened, the victim, and any other information have not been released. Authorities say they plan to release more information, hopefully by tomorrow. An investigation is underway following an overnight shooting in Pensacola. According to a press release from the Pensacola Police Department, officers responded to reports of shots being fired just off Jefferson Street around 2:45 this morning. When they arrived, they found two victims with non-life-threatening injuries. The two victims were transported to local hospitals for treatment. A vehicle believed to be involved, occupied by unknown suspects, left the scene. Please contact Pensacola Police Department or Crime Stoppers with any information regarding the incident or identities of the suspects. A News 5 update now. The mistakenly released inmate we told you about yesterday is back in custody. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office confirmed 21-year-old Javon Montrell King was arrested without incident early this morning. He was mistakenly released due to a clerical error Friday night. An investigation is still underway as to how that happened. King was initially arrested on December 10th on charges of shooting into a dwelling, 2 counts of possession of stolen firearms, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Another wet and cloudy day to complete your weekend. Definitely not the best combination for those last-minute shoppers. Let's check in now with Caroline Carruthers for a look at the forecast. Hey, Caroline.
Hey, Amber. We just literally had it all this weekend. I feel like we had fog, we had rain, we had clouds, we had little bits of sunshine, but really, here's what we're looking at right now. On our satellite and radar across the southeast, you see that low pressure system. That's what we're watching. That cold front that is streaming to the south there. Ahead of that is where we're seeing a line of showers and thunderstorms that's heading towards our area. That's what we're watching very, very closely for the threat of any strong storms. Now, that risk is very, very low overnight tonight. Most of it will just be rain passing through our area at this time. Right now, our radar is pretty clear. We have a couple of showers here and there moving through Clark County as well as in Escambia and Santa Rosa County, Northwest Florida. But most of us are dry at this point, but we are watching that line of showers and thunderstorms, and we'll time that out for you in just a couple of minutes later on in the show here. But right now, looking over downtown Mobile, you can see the eerie low clouds there. Temperature is still very, very warm, 70 degrees, winds at 19 miles per hour. And it looked pretty windy in Megan's live shot that we just saw, and we're really starting to see those winds pick up ahead of that cold front. Over downtown Pensacola, low clouds as well, 72 degrees, south wind at around 16 miles per hour. We're going to see that wind shift to north after that cold front passes, 72 degrees in Destin Yacht Club right now. That humidity is high as well. So temperatures across our area, 70 in Mobile right now, 67 in Chatham, 72 in Pensacola, 69 in Monroeville. And over the next several hours here, we're going to have that chance of showers and thunderstorms as they move across our area. But after that cold front passes, we're going to clear out Monday morning, and we'll see those temperatures drop very, very quickly. We'll talk about the temperatures and time out your rain chances coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Caroline. We'll keep the forecast right in your pocket. Download the WKRG weather app. It's free in the App Store and on Google Play. All right, well, we are taking a look into our magical Christmas toy drive tonight. The toy vault ended on Friday, but wow, just take a look at all of the donations. And you know what? We want to take the time to thank you and all of our sponsors, the Salvation Army, and just making sure that this year was definitely special, especially dealing with the pandemic and back-to-back hurricanes. We're just excited that all the boys and girls get to have an amazing Christmas. All right, a local family in mourning, how they